G'day Knuckleheads, Uncle Knackers here, and welcome to video 2 of my 10-part series, my top 10 DIY tips as nominated by you. And today we're looking at the basics of cutting trusty old drywall slash plasterboard slash sheetrock, depending on which part of the world you come from. And the good news is that anybody can do it. And the even better news is that it hardly requires any tools. The basic kit will include a tape measure and pencil to mark the lines where we need to cut, a Stanley knife or a utility knife with a blade like that for cutting a drywall or plasterboard. Be very careful as the blades on these are very sharp. A keyhole saw for cutting holes in drywall or plasterboard, and a spirit level or a bit of timber or something straight to help us guide and cut our drywall. That's about it. Let the demo begin. To start yourself off on the right foot, it's good to know the front of your sheet from the back of your sheet. The front of the sheet is generally a light grey colour. This one here is a little bit darker because it's a wet area sheet. The back of the sheet will have some sort of writing on it. That dictates that this is the back of the sheet. Do not have this side facing out. If you do, trust me, you won't be a happy camper. Righto, it's time to get our hands dirty and cut this sheet to length. Now, just follow these simple steps and you'll have absolutely no dramas. Let's do it. Oh yeah, now we're talking. That's probably not the method I'd recommend. Just a quick side note before we kick off. By far the most efficient way to cut a straight and square line on a piece of drywall is with the use of a plasterer's T-square. What they are is a big T-square about 1200 millimeters long or 4 foot long that sits on top of the sheet and runs right down to the bottom of the sheet. And what you end up with is a beautiful, perfect square and straight line. Now, I'm guessing that most of us DIYers or homeowners don't have one of these T-squares floating around. So, like I said earlier in the video, we're just going to use whatever we can find that's straight and is lying around the house. In my case here, I've got my spirit level. And I also find it a little easier to cut the drywall when it's lying down flat rather than standing upright like this one here is. Professional plasterers, they can do it, you know, whatever way they like. But for me, and I'm guessing for a lot of you guys out there, it'll be easier if it's lying down on a flat surface, like this table behind me. So I'll get this piece here and throw it up, and we'll kick off the first step. Seriously, this is how easy it is to cut your sheet to length. Grab your tape measure and say we want to cut off 200 millimeters. So I get my 200 mil and put a mark on the board there. Come down the other end, do the same thing, mark on 200 millimeters, like that. Next, grab your straight edge or your bit of timber or whatever straight thing you've found floating around the house, and lay this on the side that you want to keep. This is the waste side, this is the good side. And the reason is, once I line these two lines up, my marks there and there, is that when I'm scribing, which is what I'm going to do now, get my Stanley knife and just run it down between these 2 points, is that if for some reason I run off course, say I do that, it's not going to be on my good piece that I want to keep. So there we have it. We've scribed it. That's all we need to do. Let's go to the next step. The next thing to do is to stand the board up. I'll just bring it over to the camera so you can see what I'm doing. And see our line there. Get my thumb or my knee and put it behind that line like that, and just pull back and the board cracks just like that, leaving a beautiful straight line. Now what you need to do next is fold this sheet back, grab your Stanley knife and run it down that line, just like that, all the way down to the bottom, and bingo. How easy is that? Now that you've mastered cutting a sheet to length, how about cutting a hole? One thing you've got to be very aware of is that behind this plasterboard or drywall there could be wiring, plumbing pipes, and of course stud work. Now you can get contraptions these days, devices like these stud finders that you can run along and they can detect wiring, plumbing and stud work. But what if you haven't got one of those? Well, this is a really cool little trick. We've marked out the hole that we want to cut. So with your keyhole saw, just put a little inspection hole. Don't push it right the way through, just till you break through to the other side of this plasterboard face here. We've got the hole. Now what I've done is, I've got an old coat hanger, wire coat hanger, unfolded it and put a little end on it like that, a little bend, so you can put this inside the hole and run it around like this, and that way we can feel whether we have any pipes, wiring or stud work. How cool is that? In this instance there's nothing there, so just retrieve it. Bob's your uncle. Now that we know there's nothing behind this wall, let's go about cutting the square out. So with our keyhole saw, just put it on the line like that, with the back of your hand or the front of your hand, force that through and cut. Like that, and use that process for the rest of these lines. And there she is. There's your hole. Great tip, Knackers! Wait up before you go. If you thought that video was useful, please subscribe to my channel. The button's down there. Thumbs up. The button's down there. Share and comment. It'll be all greatly appreciated. So there you go. The basics of how to cut drywall. Done and dusted. Finito. Video 3 coming up in the next week or so. So till then, stay tuned. Cheers.